everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. As always, I am joined by Pharaoh. Say hello.
Hello there, everybody.
And in the last episode, we were finally really putting together all of the pieces and everything was starting to make sense. We brought up the fact that the Chief Justice's son had incuritis. So the cocoon was being smuggled by Daryan and an accomplice so that they could sell it to the Chief Justice to save his son. Now, even though our theory is very sound, we don't have much proof. And now they're asking us who exactly is Daryan's accomplice. And the only person who makes sense, has to be Borginian and knows about the whole smuggling thing, is our own client, Maki.
No.
No, Maki, why?
But only makes sense.
Yeah. Alright, brilliant.
Oh, damn it, Apollo, I can't read that fast, damn it.
Oh.
And the person, the defendant, Maki Tobai.
I think it says something about the only person who meets all the requirements, something like that.
You catch on, my eyes are like somewhere else entirely, like, oh, nothing's gonna happen. Oops.
Dang it, Apollo.
But Mr. Justice, he's your client. The defense attorney accusing his client? That's a new one. I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I am. But I'm here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latouche. And I stand by my statement earlier, he is innocent of that particular crime. Indeed, the defendant is Borginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be an accomplice. But what if it was, in fact, Lamuir? It couldn't have been. Well, you sure seem of yourself. The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor. Electronic signals? Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless. Yes, that's true. Now think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lamuir was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. This is the area the remote could reach from the air vent. Well, looking at this, it seems that Lamuir still could have done the deed. No. When the shooter made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and Lamuir standing where some blah blah. They were on the tower.
They were in the air.
Okay. In other words, the remote could have worked from Lamuir's position in the air vent. Oh, look at that. Oh! Well, Detective Crescend, what do you say to that? Your Honor. Yes, Detective? Could we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns?
No! Again?
No, damn it, no, I object,
We're both like, objection! We put our finger in Daryan.
It's like, I don't even care if he's guilty at this point. I just don't want to see that damn video one more time.
Right?
Just one more time. Oh, well, I don't see why not.
Dang it, Judge, I'll bribe you.
Like, here's some beard oil or something, man, please.
I was gonna say you want a sandwich, but okay.
I mean, that too, I'll take that. Actually, I'm hungry. I gotta eat after this.
Oh,
it's
okay.
late. What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this. He probably has something.
No, and they're starting from here?
Well, it's a little bit earlier. Is that what they want us to see right there?
The shine?
Because that is when it starts going on fire there.
Mm-hmm.
I actually never noticed that before. Was that always there?
Yeah. Actually, Polka Girl left a comment that she had just noticed it for the first time too, and I was like, oh, okay, people are just noticing that. Cool.
Oh, look at that. Ah! Too bad. So sad. Punk.
Daryan is so lame.
That was pretty damn awful. I will admit. Wow. Okay. Punk?
First you were sleeves, then kid, now punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo.
I wouldn't put sleeves ahead of punk or kid. That seems stupid.
Yeah.
Oh well. What exactly were we supposed to see in this video? The problem isn't what we see. Correct, Daryan? Right. It's what you hear. We are musicians, after all. Care to explain for us non-musicians? Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. Don't do anything to my yarn. You're saying I ordered a wee piano? Wait. I can't say wee pianist like that.
You just had to say it the other way right there.
I had to. Alright. Oh, let's get composure going here. Alright. You're saying I ordered the wee pianist to set off that igniter? Still can't do it right. Whatever. That right? Yes? Well, in order to do that, he'd have to have it press the switch. Am I right? Okay. Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano. Piano? I don't know, did you hear something?
I heard the piano playing.
Yep. Okay. Well, what seems to be the problem there? The piano sounds just fine. And that's the problem. Man, you still don't get it? Oh! Yeah. How's it supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? Oh wait, is that the issue? Like
yeah.
Okay.
Because he was like, playing with both hands, so.
Oh. Okay, we can easily prove that. Never mind. You got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums.
I didn't hear no drums.
Yeah, me neither, at all. The only one with her hands free was a diva.
You are.
But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Oh, your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out if they couldn't even press a switch. Oh! Oh!
He's pretty quick thinking, I'll give him that.
For sure.
But it's not going to be enough.
Nope.
Oh my god, again?
Can we? I'm tired of this.
See, I had a feeling it wasn't over.
Like, they really, it's like, listen, we have 3D now. The piano plays non-stop. Yes. Okay, Apollo, yeah, you know this. Come on, man, you're not that dumb. Oh, okay, never mind. They're gonna drag this out.
Yep.
He couldn't have pressed that switch. Well, Mrs. Justice, the piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire. Well, it's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes.
Apollo, were you wrong?
I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just... Strange. What's strange? No, it's just... Something's odd about the performance there. Odd? Mr. Justice, if Maki Tobai didn't press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice you claim he is. But everything points to it! Every fact says he's the accomplice. You got the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire, but the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story's full of holes. Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was defendant Maki Tobai the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you said here. But give it some thought.
Apollo, if Maki's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined.
I know that! It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to have pressed that switch.
Well, you better find a way to prove it.
Ugh. What do I do? What do I do?
There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd.
Something odd. Wait a second.
What? You thought of something?
What was Gavin saying just now?
Okay, we
Yeah,
just
dude.
saw this.
It's not even 2 minutes ago.
But yes, he's being helpful again.
Yes. It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did he hear that was odd? Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this? Can you prove Maki Tobai pressed that switch? Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that Maki Tobai pressed that switch?
I can.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong one. I'm just
Oh my god, I was about to say no!
like, well...
Pharaoh got the bad ending.
Some of the bad endings in Ace Attorney series are just straight up depressing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I go out of my way to make sure I don't get them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can call this proof, per se, but I can't prove it was possible. Then, as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show us evidence supporting this. Forehead, you're sure about this? Yeah, accept it. There's no evidence, man. Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice. On what do you base your claim the defendant pressed the switch?
On this damn mixing board.
Oh, I hate this thing so much, but it's gonna help us.
Yep.
The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor. Music? What about music? Let's listen to the piano part. Around the time when the switch was to be pressed, right before the guitar burst into flame.
Okay, so it's number 4.
I hear a piano being played. But doesn't it sound kind of simple? Simple? Ah, I think I know what he's suggesting here. You think Maki could have played that part with one hand?
And honestly, if you don't know how to play piano, that's kind of a hard thing to determine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the way they're trying to claim it is, if you're using both hands, you would be going through like so many chords, it would sound more like complex apparently, but if you're not musically inclined, which a lot of people are, they would get stuck here, for sure.
Yeah.
One hand? He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could have played the piano with the other. What? So you're some kind of piano savant? Actually, no. Then what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand. Ugh. Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Wait, I know. Hey, Juicy.
Yeah? You got something?
Mr. Wright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he?
Oh, Daddy? He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands.
So sorry. So sad for you. Oh my god. No,
Arrogant
I'm not
jerk.
Say that. Yeah. No, not really. Huh? That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always a hard way. Man, how are you gonna prove whether you played in one hand or two?
God, I just held back so hard.
You can't. I admit, it'll be rather difficult to prove, but it's highly likely he was playing with one hand. How do you know that? Wow, that was what voice is
Whoa,
that?
the judge, what?
Whoops. How do you know that? Well, the clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I'll bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song. No. No way. Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand, right before the guitar burst into flame. Maki was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire, and one section of the song proves it.
Basically, all we have to do is compare. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to lower all of the switches except for number 4. And then we're going to press play.
Come on. There we go.
Oh yeah, I hear it. Okay. So I think the key here is to press it on the first section because it's similar to the section where he supposedly pressed the switch, which I think is in like the second or third section.
I think it's the second section.
Yeah, and in that one, you can tell he definitely had more complex, like you said, chords and stuff compared to later. So we'll present it on the first section.
Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you've realized by now just what it was that sounded odd to you. As I'm sure you've realized it yourself, your forehead. Realized what? I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to the part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to the but a fleeting melody phrase. Man, how many times have we had to listen to that same thing?
Yeah.
You're right. Enough of that. Huh? Let's listen to another section, shall we? Another section? The guitar bursts into flames at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to "Oh, that night in your embrace." Play verse 2 again.
No!
I hate my life right now.
God, this case would have been good if it wasn't for this.
I mean, it's still a good case, but it's like getting to where we need is like blah. There, did you hear it?
No.
Sure, why the hell not? I don't care. Take them away. They feel the same, true, but they're clearly very different. What? Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple, but the same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You have to use 2 hands to play that for sure. Oh! What's that prove? I would think you know that by now. This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. What, so 2 verses have different arrangements? Happens all the time. Not this time, Daryan. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. I had them played specifically so that the piano would stay in the background. Oh! that was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different? I asked myself. Now ask yourselves why Maki changed how he played. And there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press his switch. Yeah, York, whatever.
Always, his freakouts are so weird. With that flopping.
Order. Flopping.
The flopping
Hair.
yeah.
Yeah, hair, yes, hair, yeah. Order. I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin? Yes, quite. Though personally this comes as a terrible disappointment. What? No comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up. Well, barring an objection from the prosecution, I will now state the court's opinion on this matter. Good show, Sleeves. No, great show, actually. It's not over?
Nope.
I don't like it when he looks so happy.
Smug is the better word, but yeah.
Yeah. You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing. Personally, I'm terribly disappointed in you, Air Forehead.
Ooh.
Huh? Me? Yes, and don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence. Yeah, but the facts, anyone can see it was him. Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law.
So stupid.
I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it. But 1,000 facts may point toward the same conclusion, but without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system. I don't believe it. It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present. I think he did. I think if he did, we already would have seen it a long ways back. It is unfortunate, but at present this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation. Wait, what? The truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals?
Apollo.
Keep
Yeah.
my mouth shut.
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Apollo, remember what Daddy said?
It won't be easy proving he did it, especially not under the current court system. So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it'll be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Every man has an igniter inside him. Find Daryan Crescend's igniter. Set it off.
I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter.
I think he meant a weak spot, no? The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire or emotion. We'll be able to press him further by conventional means. I've got to find a weak spot in this guy, something fatal. So, can I get back to work now, or what? I may look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I got no more time to play pretend with this dead-weight attorney. Well, Mr. Justice, we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go. Every man has an igniter. Wow, he said it out loud.
Yeah, and honestly, that was funny because for a second there, I thought you had like a southern twang.
I did. I did. I said, man. I'm like, wait a minute. I switched it
I was
up.
about to say, Justin, is that you?
It's like, oh no, what the hell? Huh? Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin? Ah, yes. Good guitars are kept dry is why. That provides the best sound. Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning. What? Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, it'll be out of your hands for good.
Alright, normally I would call an episode to an end right here, but we're very close to the ending, so hang in there, guys. It's gonna be a long one. Go for it, Apollo!
What? And this igniter's supposed to come burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney. All the better. I'm rather fond of poetry, and I intend to hear this one through to the very end. Forehead, you are accusing this man, Daryan Crescend, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Latouche and the smuggling of Virginian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case. This trial's been already run on for far too long. Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud, is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Then let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Daryan Crescend. Okay. This is really my last chance. The key that will take apart Daryan Crescend's plan is...
Now, this is the thing, guys. Like they said, we really don't have decisive evidence, but we do have someone who knows everything. Is an accomplice. So, let's call a witness.
Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence. Huh? So what is? It's true that I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else. You mean a witness? Proving his guilt is a tall order, but I've got just a person to do it. Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is this person who can prove Daryan Crescend's guilt?
Pretty obvious, but none other than Maki.
The one person who can prove Daryan Crescend's guilt is the defendant, Maki Tobai. Your client? Again?
Yeah, we presented him at the beginning of this episode, and now again.
It's fitting. Maki Tobai was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Daryan Crescend could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon is the real criminal in this case. How so? It would require just one of the very cocoons that Mr. Latouche was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Virginia, we could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue we would, no doubt, also find inside the burnt-out guitar. Oh, very scientific of you.
Yeah.
Thus, if Maki Tobai acknowledges his agreement with Daryan Crescend concerning the attempted smuggling of a Virginian cocoon, the case is solved.
Daryan's laughing again. I'm scared.
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to. Why not? The little key tickler. Tickler? Really? Key tickler?
Well, they have that phrase, tickling the ivories.
I may have heard that phrase like one or twice, but just hearing the word key tickler does not incite good imagery in my mind. So
Try to stay out of that gutter.
I'm deep in the damn dumpster at this point. The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything, especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling. What's this all about? Taking a cocoon out of the country means death by Virginian law.
Ah!
Yeah, see? If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking. But you're wrong, Detective Crescend. What? It's the other way around. If Maki doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble. Huh? How? Look, if Maki admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Virginia. And they'll likely broadcast our dealings in court today, including the part about the Virginian cocoon. Yeah, but... But if Maki doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Virginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our courts. We're not going to find him guilty of murder here. Not now. Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me. Maybe the law doesn't allow it. But who's gonna think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Maki Tobai. The cocoon smuggling, your entire plan, Maki Tobai knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling.
Oh, he seems calm again.
Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace. A hidden mansion? Oh man, real nice. You want a house made of cookies? Or no, a house made of pianos? Come on. Please. Don't take. Okay, I can make him do all
He's
that.
saying don't talk.
Don't talk.
Yeah.
But don't take some. Don't talk.
Oh, God. I mean, he just said that in public.
Yeah.
Ew, you're super limp now.
That's what happens when you do it for too long. I'm sorry. Daryan. What's that? No, I'm not gonna make the other joke. Nope. I consider that my last session with you. We rocked. I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession?
Uh-oh, he's laughing again.
There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though.
Well, he gone.
Oh. Well, have you been listening to today's trial?
Yes.
Sorry to say, yes. and you talk? You tell this court everything? I didn't want it to turn out this way, but I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime. Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know? I see no reason why you should hesitate now.
I knew. From beginning, I knew.
Maki.
Situation, I cannot explain, but money, I need it. Very much money.
Don't worry, we all need very much money.
Bruh.
So. Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite in the court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule. However, it's become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard. Should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Maki Tobai,
Yes,
I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And, with regards to the current charges for the murder of Mr. Latouche, this court is prepared to announce a verdict.
Aww.
Aww.
I thank you. I only lie, but you see truth. You find truth.
That's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant Maki Tobai not guilty.
Yay!
Woo! Confetti in the courtroom. Court is adjourned. Thank God.
Finally, after seeing a video how many times?
I swear, if I see that video one more time.
Yeah. I'm really glad this LP is almost done so I don't have to play this game ever. No, actually, no.
I mean, the game's still fine.
No, I love the game. I do.
It's but it's just like going through some of the cases. Like it's the cases. Like the game itself is cool. The cases themselves are like, if that makes any sense.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
wonder what'll happen to Maki.
Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. I guess there'll be another trial here. All's well that ends well. Who was that?
It's
Phoenix.
Papa. Daddy!
Papa Phoenix.
Papa Phoenix.
I owe you both my thanks.
Noir?
Why? Is something wrong?
I'm sorry. Maki was your partner on stage. Your friend.
Yes, I thought of him as my own son. Even now I do. Yet, something got a hold of him. Something evil. I see that. And he must pay for what he has done. Is that not how it should be?
I'm still sorry.
Do not be sorry. You have given me courage.
Courage?
I am considering an eye operation.
It was my suggestion, actually.
You mean you'll be able to see again?
It's funny. I have always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving.
According to the doctor, Diamora lost her sight due to some kind of accident. An accident?
Hold on. There's one thing I'm curious about. I'm looking at profiles. So Phoenix is 33 in this game. And Lamilar is 40. Oh, never mind.
No, I'm curious. What were you thinking of?
Well, I was just kind of thinking that her and him would be kind of cute together. I mean, it's still possible, but...
Hey, yeah, I mean, she good for 40.
Right?
That's not self-perverted to me. She looked good for 40.
Ooh, Pharaoh got a thief for an older woman. Ooh.
I have no objection to that whatsoever. Did you see J-Lo and Shakira?
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay, for God's sake, Shakira, first off, that tongue thing she was doing, like, cause like she's Middle Eastern, you know, doing that thing.
Mm.
I laughed my ass off. It's like, sweetheart, you are, you know, this is coming from an Egyptian. That's not how you do that. What you did was something very sexual and suggestive, not the thing that, you know. Never mind. Just, my case in point, they looked hot, and J-Lo was 50.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. So yeah, okay. That's enough of me being perverted. Anyway.
As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I feared that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I have been running from. I was scared.
You know what changed your mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth.
If the light returns to my eyes, I think I will take up painting.
Painting?
That's right. She's the landscape painter and sound, after all.
I will paint the two of you, I promise.
Woohoo! I can't wait, Lamilar.
I owe you my thanks too, Apollo. Thanks, Mr. Wright, but what for? You remind me I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is. Right, your secret mission.
Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we will meet again someday soon.
You bet. Me too.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on and on and on until it came to an end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad,
Have them catch the killer at the end. She finished his thought. Alright. The end.
yay!
Yay, long episode. I'm gonna have so much fun editing. Woo.
Yay, enjoy. However, there's a good thing here. We're going into Turnabout Succession.
Which is a really great case, and I'm looking forward to it.
And if I'm not mistaken, Is it a final case?
Yes, it is.
All right. So we're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. And I just remember Turnabout Succession just being something to see for yourselves. So you guys will be in for a special treat for sure.
Definitely. Alrighty, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, have a nice day.
Have a great day, everybody.